Hundreds of paratroopers have landed in GINKEL Heath in Arnhem, 70 years after Operation Market Garden. It was the biggest airborne operation, taking the lives of thousands of men. Veterans stood side by side as they watched the recreation of the jump they made all those years ago. Amy Matthews has this report.
A beautiful warm day here at GINKEL Heath, a sandy plain about 8 miles from Arnhem. Yet almost 70 years ago, a fierce battle was raging here as 2,000 British paratroopers who just landed fought against the German defenders. At the end of the day, the British won, although they left 150 dead behind. But they were able to secure this area and advance towards the city. Well, today, the city has come here, 40,000 people, thousands of British families and veterans to witness a very special event marking the struggle and sacrifice of those paras of 7 decades ago in a mission which one current commander described as actually defining the parachute regiment, making Britain's airborne forces what they are today. Amy Matthews was watching the event.
Music from the band of the Parachute Regiment filled GINKEL Heath as veterans sat side by side looking out on the field which many landed in 70 years ago. A crowd 40,000 strong, the day was being remembered by people of all ages.
It's really amazing. I mean, meeting all these amazing veterans is just so inspirational, and knowing what they did 70 years ago, it's really amazing.
There aren't many years in which we can still come and hear firsthand the stories from these amazing veterans.
Wreaths were laid by dignitaries and veterans. For the United Kingdom, it was the Armed Forces Minister Mark Francois and senior British officer Lieutenant General John Lorimer.
Whenever you talk to the Parachute Regiment, it isn't long before Arnhem crops up. I mean, they're immensely proud of the action. It was the most, if you look at Frost Battalion at the bridge, it was the most incredibly gutsy defense. I mean, they basically fought on until they'd almost literally run out of ammunition. It's absolutely part of the airborne spirit and the airborne ethos. And they teach it, to any youngster who joins the Parachute Regiment today. And having been to these commemorations, you can see why.
A minute's silence was then held to the sound of the last post. 4 eyes were on the drop zone to watch hundreds of paratroopers jump from 12 planes.
It's been a really moving event here today, and I, for one, am privileged to be a part of it. Not only to see the masses of parachuters jumping into the same field as 70 years ago, but to also see the veterans who are here once again to remember that day that they risked their lives.
It brings back memories of the good friends I had and lost. And I always come every year to commemorate, just to keep their memory going.
It's been a special day for those who turned out to pay their respect, and for those veterans 70 years on, it may have been the bridge too far, but a day that will never be forgotten. Amy Matthews, Forces News, GINKEL Heath.